It was August 12, 1985. Japan Airlines Flight 123 prepared for a routine domestic flight. The Boeing 747 was scheduled to fly from Tokyo's Haneda Airport to Osaka's Itami Airport. The flight was fully booked. This was due to the Bon holiday, a time when many Japanese people travel back to their hometowns. Passengers settled into their seats, unaware of the tragedy that awaited them. At 6:12 p.m., the plane lifted off from Haneda Airport. The first few minutes of the flight were uneventful. Passengers enjoyed the evening views. Then, at approximately 6:24 p.m., disaster struck. A loud bang echoed throughout the cabin. The plane shuddered violently. Passengers were thrown from their seats. Oxygen masks dropped from the ceiling. Panic and confusion gripped the cabin. The pilots in the cockpit received urgent warnings. The plane had suffered a catastrophic failure. The rear pressure bulkhead had ruptured. This rupture was not a random event. It was the result of a faulty repair 7 years prior. The bulkhead had been improperly fixed after a tail strike incident. This weakened the structure, making it vulnerable to failure. The consequences of this faulty repair would soon become horrifyingly clear. The rupture of the rear pressure bulkhead had devastating consequences. The explosive decompression severed all 4 hydraulic systems. These systems are crucial for controlling the aircraft. Without them, the plane became virtually uncontrollable. The pilots faced an unprecedented crisis. They were flying a massive Boeing 747 with no control over its ailerons, rudder, or elevators. Despite the dire situation, the pilots remained calm and focused. They knew they had to do everything in their power to save the plane and the lives entrusted to them. With incredible skill and determination, they attempted to regain some control of the aircraft. Their only option was to manipulate the engine thrust. By adjusting the power of the 4 engines, they tried to steer the plane. For an agonizing 32 minutes, the pilots fought against the uncontrollable plane. They managed to keep the aircraft airborne, desperately searching for a place to land. Their efforts were nothing short of heroic. They faced unimaginable pressure, yet they never gave up hope. Their struggle, however, was ultimately in vain. The damage to the aircraft was too severe. The plane, buffeted by the wind and responding erratically to the pilots' desperate maneuvers, gradually lost altitude. The pilots knew that time was running out. They continued to fight, hoping for a miracle, but the inevitable was drawing near.